Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Cougar Sports Network for the opening day of Cougar Baseball. It's been a long time coming here, but it is finally here. Beautiful day in Sauget, Illinois, to kick things off for the Cougars. And the Heidelberg squad taking on the Cougars once again. These two teams matched up last season to start the season as well. As we're going to do a quick run through of our starting lineup here for the Cougars. Batting first in right field, we've got Tyler Dorsch. Batting second in left field, Julio Cajigas. Batting third and playing third base, Tyler Crater. Batting fourth, playing first base for the Cougars as usual, Michael Kasich. Batting fifth, catching behind the plate for the Cougars, Brandon Mahler. At shortstop, freshman Alejandro Munoz. Designated hitter today for the Cougars, Caleb Anderson. Over at second base, Yashawn Boswell. Playing center field for the Cougars. And batting last, James Klopke Jr. And pitching for the Cougars today, freshman Dylan Scott getting his first start and first appearance here in the collegiate game. Getting ready to get things going here. Heidelberg starting things off with Brady Limke at the plate for them. The sophomore from Rochester Hills, Michigan. As I said, it is a beautiful day here. Not many people thought we'd get this much sunshine in Illinois in February, but here we are. Umpires doing the last check before we get going. Crater running over to move a chair out of the way so we can get things going here. Limke, the third baseman here for Heidelberg, getting ready to start things off. As Scott gets ready for the first pitch. First pitch swung on. Goes deep into left center. Julio Cajigas chasing after it. Limke rounding second. He's going to hold up at second. A great way to start this off if you're Limke, getting a stand-up double here. Putting himself in scoring position early on. First pitch was thrown at 2 o'clock on the dot here. 59 degrees and sunny. Little bit of wind blowing northeast here. As we have Andrew Pokley up now. Junior from Troy, Michigan. That ball is in there for ball one. Scott gets ready for the delivery. That one right down the outside corner for strike one. Even the count out now. Like I said, Scott, a freshman, making his first collegiate appearance on the bump today. Got a little bit of those first pitch jitters out already, looking to bounce back here. That ball is swung on and is going to bounce foul for strike two. And just like that, Scott's got himself a favorable count. The delivery inside for ball 2. That ball low and inside for ball 3. We've got a full count now. Runner in scoring position over on second. 3-2 count. The pitch swung on and fouled as Scott keeps this alive here. Polkley, the top hitter for this squad last season, as that one is out for ball 4. That's going to put runners on first and second. Up now, first baseman Camden Farley. Farley followed closely behind as far as batting average last season. Was hitting a .354 on the season. As we got a throw down to third, and that ball is high. We're going to get him rounding home. Another error out in left field. Julio Cajigas drops that ball, and it's going to advance runners. And Heidelberg strikes first. As they get on the board here early. Limke stealing and advancing on the throwing error. Looks like Brandon Mahler is going to take a quick time to regroup his infield, get everybody calmed down from the chaos that happened. As that put Polkley over on third yet again in scoring position here. Scott now gets ready here for the 1-0 count. The delivery in, catches that outside corner. That one in the dirt. Mahler loses the ball, but keeps it in front of him to stop that run from scoring. We've got a 2-1 count here. That one right down the middle for strike 2. Looked a little high from up here, but the disadvantages of being above playing level, a little bit difficult to see where that ball is actually coming in at. We now bring ourselves to a 2-2 count. Cougar Nation over there thought that that was strike 3, but that's going to be ball 3. Looks like it might have been a little low there. Pokley still over on third, ready to go. No outs here for the Cougars, so a base hit here scores another run, and that one is going to be hit over to shortstop. Munoz able to get the throw, but that run is still going to score there. So a nice RBI for Farley to start the day. But again, Cougars now down 2-0. One out, though, as we get a bunt here. Crater able to make the off-balance throw, but not in time. That was Adam McVicker who was able to get that down, get himself safely to first. Brings up Andrew Cook, the DH here. Still one out for the Cougars. Checks him back at first. Scott gets ready here. Gets Cook swinging. Misses that one for strike one. Scott checks McVicker back at first, unable to get that pick off. Cook last season was hitting a .329. Saw 5 home runs on the season. One of the higher home run hitters here for this Heidelberg squad. Scott delivers that one. Gets Cook swinging again. Fouls it back. Quickly pick up 2 strikes here. Scott getting set. Checks McVicker back at first again. Cougars have been fairly successful at getting those pickoffs over at first. We saw a handful of those last season. Seems to be something that head pitching coach Matt Smith wants to continue doing. So we get the delivery. Gets Cook swinging. Fouls that one over the bleachers on the first base side. Playing here at the Grizzlies ballpark, a beautiful facility for the Frontier League team as Scott gets ready once again. 2 strikes here. Gets him to foul that one off as well. Cook fouled off the last 3 pitches he's seen to keep himself alive here at this at-bat. That ball misses for ball 1. 1-2 count now. Scott checks McVicker back at first yet again. Ball almost got away from first baseman Michael Kasich, but able to keep it in front of him and keep McVicker on the bag. The pitch in, gets him swinging, strike 3. First career strikeout for Dylan Scott, the freshman in maroon and gold here. Cougars now seeing their second out here as we get Aiden Corrigan up for Heidelberg. That one low for ball one. Scott checking McVicker back once again. That's got to be the fourth or fifth time he's checked him back to the bag. As this one is swung on and it's going to be dropped out into right field. Tyler Dorsch able to rope that one in for the Cougars. But we're going to see two runners aboard here for Heidelberg. Let's bring up catcher Thomas Sauer for Heidelberg here. Graduate student out of Westerville, Ohio, as he swings at that first one and misses. That one misses on the outside for ball one. That one catches the outside corner here for strike two. Scott one strike away from getting the Cougars out of this inning. The delivery low and in the dirt there for ball two. That one in the same spot. Brandon Mahler throws down to second to catch McVicker. Gonna get the out over at third to get the Cougars out of that inning. Cougars gonna be able to get themselves out of a bit of a jam. Gave up 2 runs there in the first, but surviving nonetheless. Get the bats out and continue to play. So we'll be back here on the Cougar Sports Network in just a moment. Back here on the Cougar Sports Network for the bottom of the first. Tyler Dorsch here for the Cougars. Cougars already trailing 2-0 as he looks to swing. Umpire looks down and calls that a ball. That one upstairs for ball 3. On the mound here for the Student Princes, number 16, Jackson Powers, junior from Strongsville, Ohio. So that one catches the corner of the plate for strike 1. Ball 4 sends Tyler Dorsch walking down to first. Gets the Cougars on base. Up to bat for the Cougars, Julio Cajigas. That one is in there for ball 1. Powers a top returning thrower here for the Student Princes. That one upstairs as well. Powers appeared in 13 games last season, started in 11. That one hits low. That one is also outside, and we're going to see the second Cougar walked. 2 consecutive walks here for Powers is not ideal to start the game. We're going to see Sauer going out to speak to his pitcher, calm things down a little bit. Again, it's the first game of the season. Those early jitters and first game under the sunshine is always going to get to people, but maintaining that composure is going to be key here for Powers. Batting for the Cougars, Tyler Crater. Crater hitting a .355 last season for the Cougars. As he swings and misses on that first one. Crater swing and misses again. Quickly finding himself in an 0-2 count. If you're Powers, this is exactly what you needed after walking 2 consecutive batters. A quick count in favor for him. The delivery outside for ball 1. Dorsch on second for the Cougars, a consistent base stealer. As we can anticipate seeing him running quite a bit today. As the count evens at 2 apiece. That one fouls off the end of Crater's bat. Crater thinks about swinging at that one and doesn't. Picks up ball 3. This count has now turned around in favor here of Crater. Powers needing to get himself out of this jam. Not really looking to walk a third batter in a row. The delivery gets Crater swinging. Strikeout there. Brings up Michael Kasich. Again, that's exactly what you needed if your Powers can't really afford to walk another batter, especially when you've got the powerhouse of Michael Kasich at the plate here. That one is in there for ball 1. Kasich hit 11 home runs last season, was swinging .366, one of the top Cougar batters. That throw down goes a little wild. Not sure who was supposed to be covering the bag there. Looked like nobody was going to get that ball in time, but Pokley able to grab it. Dorsch safe back at second. Ball outside yet again. A quick 3-0 count here for Kasich. Ball again outside for ball 4. And we're going to see bases loaded off of all walks. Cougars find themselves in a really comfortable position here. You've got 1 out, bases loaded, and you've got Brandon Mahler at the plate here. Mahler in his sophomore season now with the Cougars. Was hitting .351 last season. It's that one low and away for ball 1. Similar placement, low and outside here, and we're gonna get a quick time here. Student Princes need to regroup, settle things a little bit. Can't afford to walk anybody else here. While we take a quick break at the mound, we're going to take a quick break here on the Cougar Sports Network, but we'll be back in just a quick moment.
Cougar fans, thanks for tuning in to today's broadcast. For all things Cougar Baseball, head to Twitter or Instagram, type in CUC Baseball, and you'll find our page.
Or visit cucougars.com. Thanks again. Go Cougs!
Back here on the Cougar Sports Network. Powers still working on the mound here. Brandon Mahler at the plate for the Cougars. A 2-0 count, bases loaded. That ball is in there for strike 1. Whatever was said on the mound out there did its job as Powers threw a strike, caught Brandon Mahler lacking a little bit. Mahler steps out as he regroups now. Delivery in there gets Mahler swinging. And quickly we're at a 2-2 count here. Bases loaded. A base hit here scores at least 1 Cougar, potentially 2. The delivery catches that outside corner. Brandon Mahler strikes out. Cougars now 2 outs. Bases loaded. Freshman at the plate in Alejandro Munoz. His first appearance for the Cougars. That one right down the middle for strike 1. A slow swing there from Muñez gets him strike 2. Sun hiding behind a cloud for the time being. Muñez going to step out for a second. O2 here. The delivery. That one's going to be hit over to short, and a quick fielder's choice there gets the Student Princes out of a jam. And holding on to their 2-0 lead after loading up the bases on walks. Going to get out of it and send the Cougars back to playing defense here. An unfortunate way to end this inning for the Cougars, in a really good position, unable to pull it out. But we're going to take a quick break here on the Cougar Sports Network. Back here for the top of the second inning. Sauer at the plate for Heidelberg, as that one is in there for ball 1. That one low and away again for ball 2 here. Freshman Dylan Scott on the mound for the Cougars, already thrown 24 pitches on the day. Gave up 2 runs in the first inning, leaving the Cougars trailing here as Sauer swings on that one, and it is deep into left field, and that's going to be over the left field wall for a huge home run. Gonna put Heidelberg up 3-0 here. Big time hit there for the graduate student from Westerville, Ohio. That brings up Kyle Crumman. Scott getting ready to deliver the pitch. Crumman looks to bunt, pulls away, lets the strike go past him. That one low for ball 1. Brings up a 1-1 count here. Swings and fouls that one back. Catches him swinging on that one for a strikeout. Gets the first out of the inning here. Brings up the shortstop, Reese McNeely. Catches that one. That one catches outside corner of the plate there. Similar placement, but can't quite grab that spot as that one misses for ball 1. That one goes a little wild, but Mahler able to keep it in front of him. Evens the count at 2 apiece. Gets him swinging. Going to make the dash down to first, but the throw from Mahler to Kasich, is going to get there in time. Cougars get the second out of the inning. Bring things back to the top of the order with Limke at the plate. That one inside for ball 1. Limke catches that one, pops it up into center. It's going to drop out in center. But Cougars able to contain it and keep Limke at first. That'll bring up Andrew Pokley. Scott's going to check the runner over at first yet again. Going to look to check him for a second consecutive time. Limke, pretty familiar with stealing bases, was 12 for 16 last season. So understandable for the Cougars to try to be containing that here early. So that pitch is in there for strike 1. Scott checks Limke again. 2 outs here in the top of the second. 0-1 count now. Limke's going, and it looks like he's going to safely make his way to second. Again, makes sense as to why Scott was consistently checking him over at first. Limke getting his first stolen base of the season. That one's gonna roll just foul. Make it a 1-2 count. 2 outs. Runner over on second. One strike here from Scott needed to end this inning as he throws that one tad high for ball 2. That ball is hit deep into center, but able to get underneath it is the freshman James Klopke Jr. to end the inning for the Cougars, giving up 1 run on 2 hits, leaving 1 on base. Cougars now trail 3-0 heading into the bottom of the second inning. We'll be right back on the Cougar Sports Network. Back here for the bottom of the second. Cougars trail 3-0 with Caleb Anderson at the plate. Just picks up ball 1. That one inside there for ball 2. Anderson hitting .352 for the Cougars last season. Appeared in 32 games as he swings and misses on that. That ball inside for ball 3. That one misses for ball 4, sending Anderson over to first. Powers starting the second inning off similar to the first with a walk to kick things off, bringing up Cougars second baseman Yashawn Boswell. Freshman here. That one's in there for strike 1. A junior transfer for the Cougars. First season here at CUC. As he connects with that, sends it over. Student Prince's able to complete the double play and quickly pick up 2 outs. McNeely able to grab that ball and stop it from getting through. So that brings up freshman Klopke Jr. here, taking a swing and a miss at that. For strike 1. Ball outside there. For ball 1, make it an even 1. 1-2 count now. Powers able to quickly close his inning if he can pull a strike here. Klopke connects with that, sends it back over the press box. That one in there for strike 3. Klopke caught looking, and Powers is going to get the Student Princes out of that inning fairly quickly. Once again, starting things off with a walk, but it did not matter as they were able to quickly pick up those 3 consecutive outs and close the inning with a 3-0 lead over the Cougars. Cougars forced to play some defense here, try to hold the Student Princes to a 0-run inning, which they've yet to do so far today. While we see a little bit of a change here, we're going to take a quick break on the Cougar Sports Network. Back here for the top of the 3rd. Heidelberg leading Concordia 3-0. Camden Farley at the plate here. That first pitch is going to catch him on the elbow. Cougars seeing some movement over in the bullpen. McVicker now at the plate. That ball in there for ball 1. Low and inside there for ball 2. Scott checking on Farley over at first. Farley picking up 6 stolen bases last season for Heidelberg. With another check back, unable to get it. Like I mentioned earlier, that's something that head pitching coach Matt Smith has been very consistent with over the last few seasons, is getting those pickoffs, something that we're going to continue to see frequently all day as we get another check back there. That ball is going to be foul there for strike 1. Bring a 2-1 count. Checking Farley back at first once again. 2-1 count here. No outs for the Cougars. That one catches the inside of the plate for strike 2. Once again, checking Farley at first for potentially the 5th time, I believe, at this at bat. Hoping to not give up another stolen base. Is that ball high and outside for ball 3, making it a full count here. Cougars still searching for their first out in the inning. That one rolls foul again. McVicker hitting a .333 for Heidelberg last season in their top set of hitters that returned. As he's able to chop that one into center as it gets down. Klopke able to contain it and stop the runners from advancing further. But quickly, Heidelberg has a runner in scoring position. As we're going to see time called here by head coach of the Cougars, Colin Connor. Potentially see a pitching change. Cougars have 2 arms warming up in the bullpen. Looks like Scott will be staying out there for the Cougars. A little bit of encouragement for the freshman from head coach. So that's going to bring up Andrew Cook here at the plate, senior from Reynoldsburg, Ohio. Cook hit a .329 last season for the Student Princes. That one catches the outside of the plate for for strike one, excuse me. The delivery in outside for ball one. Mahler able to keep it in front of him and contain those runners. If you're just now joining us here on the Cougar Sports Network, it is season opener for these two teams. Beautiful sunny day. As Scott sends that one in. Cook with the bat flip. Already he knows it. That ball is long gone over the left field wall. He felt that one as soon as it left the bat. Picking up 2 runs in addition to his own. Putting Heidelberg up 6-0 here. And I think that's going to be where we see this pitching change for the Cougars. As it is, we're going to get that pitching change coming in here as the freshman closes his time. We're going to take a quick break while we get this pitching change, and we'll be back on the Cougar Sports Network with all of the information about this in just a moment.
Hey there, Cougar fans. We appreciate you tuning in today's game. To stay up to date on all things CUC Baseball,
follow us on Twitter and Instagram at CUC Baseball.
We'll see you on campus soon.
Hi, Mom.
Hi, Mom.
Hey, Mom.
Back here on the Cougar Sports Network, we are in the top of the third inning. Cougars trailing the Student Princes 6-0 here. Had a quick pitching change, seeing freshman Dylan Scott close his time on the mound. As we're going to get a bunt here from Corrigan's going to get thrown out. That pitching change came in was sophomore David Daimling, also able to make that throw to get the out at first. Cougars pick up their first out of the inning, bringing up Thomas Sauer for Heidelberg. That ball hit high into the air, goes right over the Cougar dugout into the stands. Deimling made just 7 appearances last season for the Cougars, as he's already making an impact on this game here. He gets set for the pitch. The delivery, that bat goes flying as that ball goes through the gap up the third base line. Gonna advance to first, but hearing a lot of noises from the Cougar dugout about that bat going flying out of his hands. Runner on first now. Crummin up here at the plate. Crummin struck out in his first at-bat of the day. Here's that one low for ball 1. Deimling gets set, checks the runner back at first. Unable to get Sauer over there. That ball low and away for ball 2. Deimling again checks on Sauer over at first. Unable to get him once again as he gets set for the pitch. That one low for ball 3. Deimling gets set. The delivery. Sauer takes off running, but it's ball 4. Doesn't matter regardless. Cougars finding themselves in a bit of a rut here. Down 6-0 in the top of the third. Runners on first and second. Brings up Reese McNeely. McNeely also struck out in his first appearance at the plate today as he fouls that one back, hitting on top of the press box. Deimling delivers that one right down the middle, but McNeely's going to send that foul, bringing us to a 0-2 count. Deimling chasing his first strikeout of the season here. Cougars look for that one, but misses just outside for ball one. That one is going to be hit over to shortstop, and Munoz bobbles that. Able to load the bases up here. One out, bases loaded now. Brings up Limke. So that one is low. Mahler able to keep it in front of him and stop runners from heading home. That one inside again for ball two. Dimeling delivers that one outside for ball three. Bases loaded, one out, a 3-0 count. Dimeling needs to do anything but deliver a ball here. As he does, gets Limke swinging, sends that one foul. Limke hit the game-opening double for Heidelberg in his first at-bat of the day. As he swings, gets that one past first baseman Michael Kasich. It's going to go all the way to right field. We're going to see a handful of runners score as Limke secures himself yet another double. And that'll score 2 runs. Two RBIs there for Limke. 8-0 now here. Dimeling delivers that one to third base. Crater able to keep it in front of him and gets 2 outs out of it. Cougars able to close that inning in a pinch. A very athletic play there from Tyler Crater is going to close things out. Cougars trailing 8-0. We'll be back on the Cougar Sports Network. Back here on the Cougar Sports Network, Tyler Dorsch up to bat for the Cougars, back at the top of the lineup. Gonna get caught swinging on that one for strike one. Cougars trail 8-0 as Dorsch sends that one foul, putting him at an 0-2 count. Powers still dishing on the mound for Heidelberg. Done a fantastic job so far here today. Given up a handful of walks, but able to get himself out of a pinch and hold the Cougars to no runs as Dorsch fouls that one back. Cougars so far today without a hit. Powers dominating the mound and doing what needs to be done here for the Student Princes. Dorsch lets that one go for strike 3. One out now. Julio Cajigas at the plate. That one is good for strike 1. Cajigas fouls that one back. Sunny and 61 degrees here. Not many people thought that we'd be playing baseball in the sun in Illinois in February, but here we are. Cougars trailing 8-0, bottom of the third. That one in there for ball 2. Cajigas swings, sends that one out to center field, and it's going to drop. Cajigas picks up the first hit of the day for the Cougars. As he finds his way over to first, Tyler Crater at the plate now. Crater struck out in his first appearance of the day as he sends that ball deep into right center. It's going to hit. Little bit of a misunderstanding out in right center as to who's getting it. Cajigas is rounding. He's coming home. And he's safe. Julio Cajigas at the plate, able to find his way in. A stand-up double for Tyler Crater. Cougars are officially on the board. A big-time hit for Tyler Crater is exactly what the Cougars needed. Cougars finally getting on the board, getting their first hit of the day back-to-back. Kasich at the plate now. That one is upstairs for a ball. That one low for ball 2. Kasich got walked in his first appearance of the day, looking to keep the bats hot for the Cougars as he checks that one. No swing, looking at a ball 3, 3-0 count now. Runner in scoring position here. 1 out. Kasich lets that one go by him for strike 1. That one low and away for ball 4. Crater staying put on second. CUC over at first, bringing up sophomore Brandon Mahler. As that one is in there for strike 1. Mahler struck out in his first appearance of the day. As he swings at that one and drops it into left field. It's going to be a ground rule double as it bounces over the wall. Cougars are on the board once again with Crater rounding home. Mahler picking up his first hit of the day. Runners now on second and third. Cougars, 2 big runs here in the bottom of the third. That ball is inside for Alejandro Munoz. That one drops for a strike. One out here for Heidelberg. Cougars slowly chipping away at their lead this inning. That ball is there for ball 2. Looks like they're trying to catch CUC slipping over on third base. Munoz swings at that one but misses for strike 2. We've got an even 2 count. Munoz swing and a miss for strike 3. Bringing up the DH, Caleb Anderson. Cougars have 2 runners in scoring position, but now facing 2 outs. Anderson chops at that, sends it over to second base, and unable to beat the throw from Pokley. It's going to get caught. Cougars end the inning with 2 runs on 3 hits, leaving 2 on base. A surefire way to start the chip back, trying to get themselves back into this game. Still trailing 8-2 as we head into the top of the 4th. Don't go anywhere. More Cougar baseball coming your way on the Cougar Sports Network. Back on the Cougar Sports Network. Dimling still working on the mound here for the Cougars as that one is low for ball one. Camden Farley at the plate here. So that one is in there for a strike. Dimling lets that one slip, and Farley's going to wear that off of his back, take it like a champ, and find his way to first. Second Heidelberg batter that we've seen hit today. Still seeing some movement in the Cougar bullpen, as McVicker is at the plate. Dimling's going to check Farley back at first. Last season, Farley stole 6 bases. Understandable as that bounces. Crater able to glove it and get McVicker at first. Farley's going to advance to second. And Cougars secure their first out of the inning. Brings up Andrew Cook. Cook hit a massive 3-run home run in his last at-bat. Sent a long ball over the left field wall as he sends one foul along that left field line once again. Dimling with the delivery. Inside for a ball. Looked like Cook wanted to swing at it, but resisted the urge to even the count at 1 apiece. Fouls that one back for a 1-2 count now. Dimling with the delivery outside for ball 2. Dimling so far thrown 22 pitches, 11 which have been strikes. Given up 2 runs as he looks to minimize that damage here. Mahler throws down, unable to get Farley at second. We're going to see a full count. Full count for the senior at the plate as Dimling delivers. And that one just outside for ball 4. It's going to put runners on first and second with 1 out now. Aiden Corrigan at the plate, graduate student from Saline, Michigan. That one low for ball 1. Corrigan's had 1 hit so far on the day, looking to continue with that. as he swings and sends that ball long foul, but had some heat behind it nonetheless. Even things at a 1-1 count. Sun hiding behind a cloud once again, as that one is fouled back. A 1-2 count now. Runners on first and second. That ball's going to bounce off Mahler's thigh, and runners are going to advance on it. We're going to see runners now move their way to second and third. As Corrigan sends that one deep into right center. And we're going to see him rounding, heading to third. 2 runs are going to score, and he's going to make his way for a triple. Cougars are going to take another quick time. Potentially another pitching change, but while Coach Connor speaks with his group, we're going to take a quick break here on the Cougar Sports Network.
Cougar Nation, it's your favorite set of twins, Brandon and Jake. We're coming at you with a commercial.
We love the support you give us on and off the field. To donate to our athletic communications department, hit the thank you button. This helps us continue to have the best live streams possible for some great Cougar baseball moments.
Thank you and enjoy the game. Roll Cougs!
Back here on the Cougar Sports Network, Cougars trailing 10-2. A fresh arm on the mound, though, in number 40, Bryce Jones. As he drops that first one just outside. Jones appeared in 10 games last season for the Cougars, making his first appearance of the season today. Sauer at the plate for the Student Princes. Swings at that one, sends it over to shortstop Alejandro Munoz, who's able to get the throw to first. Unable to stop the run from scoring, though. Sauer picks up an RBI there as they extend their lead 11-2. 2 outs now. Jones delivers that one inside for ball 1. At the plate, Kyle Crumman resists that pitch for ball 2. Crumman has seen a strikeout and a walk so far in today's game as he sends that ball foul. Wind picking up a little bit. A beautiful day here near St. Louis. A sunny and 61. Seeing some clouds in the sky, but the wind really blowing here. That one upstairs for ball 3. Seeing northwest wind gusts up to 28 miles an hour as you can see that flag out in right center just blowing. Jones delivering a strike here. A full count now, 2 outs. Jones chasing his first strikeout of the season. The delivery gets a hold of it. Muñez able to collect it, and the easy throw over to first to close the inning. Heidelberg collects 3 runs off 1 hit to end the top of the 4th. Cougars trailing 11-2 as we head into the bottom of the 4th. Don't go anywhere here on the Cougar Sports Network. Back here for the bottom of the 4th as the Cougars try to claw their way back into this. Powers still dishing on the mound for Heidelberg. Yashawn Boswell at the plate for the Cougars. Quickly finding himself with a 2-0 count. Boswell swing and a miss on that one. 2-1 count now. Powers so far pitched 3 complete innings for Heidelberg, giving up 3 hits and 2 runs. That one is in there for strike 2. As the windup, Boswell able to connect with it, sends it out to left field. As Corrigan's able to grab that one for the first out of the inning. First out now. Klopke Jr. at the plate fouls that one back for an 0-1 count. just inside for ball one. Klopke struck out in his first appearance of the day as he swings at that one. Hesitated and didn't get the full swing, so no contact. Finds himself with a 1-2 count now. Swing and a miss. Strike three. Powers collects yet another strikeout on the day. 2 outs now. Tyler Dorsch at the plate for the Cougars. That one catches the outside corner for strike one. That one finds its way to a very similar spot as Dorsch quickly goes down 0-2. 2 outs, needing to stay alive here to keep this inning alive for the Cougars. High and inside for ball one. That one outside now. Evens the count at 2 apiece. Powers so far with 6 strikeouts on the day. He sends that one high and inside for ball 3. A full count now. If you're Tyler Dorsch, this is exactly where you wanted to be after starting out with an 0-2 count. Dorsch still looking for his first hit of the day. He connects, sends it over to McNeely. Able to get the out and close the inning. Cougars close the inning with no hits, no runs. Still trailing 11-2 here as we head into the top of the 5th. Don't go anywhere. More Cougar Baseball coming at you on the Cougar Sports Network. Back here on the Cougar Sports Network, we see another pitching change for the Cougars as they bring in freshman Mike Jones. Quickly sees a bunt. Jones able to collect it and get the throw over in time. Picks up the first out fairly quickly. McNeely was the one that laid the bunt down for Heidelberg. Brings up the top of the order here with Limke at the plate. Jones able to get the corner of the plate there for strike one. Limke's had two big-time doubles for Heidelberg here today as he swings and misses on that one. Jones gets ready with the delivery. That one outside gets past Mahler, but with no runners on base, no worries. Limke connects with that, sends it deep into right field. But Dorsch able to collect it for the out. 2 outs now in the top of the fifth. Junior Andrew Pokley at the plate now. That ball is outside for ball one. In there for strike one. Mike Jones in his first appearance in the maroon and gold. Coming in and handling business so far. A quick 2 outs. Doing his best to contain the Heidelberg offense here as he delivers this one in there for ball three. That one just misses the outside corner for ball four. Gonna put a runner on first for the first time in this inning here. Farley at the plate here for Heidelberg. Swings and connects with that. It is going deep into left field. And with the wind blowing out that way, we're going to see yet another home run over the left field wall. Heidelberg seeing great success swinging the ball that direction. A little bit of help from the wind, but just getting up and underneath those balls. Finding another home run on the day. McVicker at the plate now. That one is up for ball one. Student Prince's up 13-2 here in the top of the fifth. Jones gets him swinging on that. Jones delivers. McVicker swinging. That ball is dropping foul. Crater making the sprint out there. The way this wind is blowing, it's hard to tell what direction a ball is going to fall and if that would have stayed fair or not. Jones gets him swinging. That ball stays fair, but CUC able to collect it for the put out and get the Cougars out of this inning. Cougars still trailing here, 13-2 as we head into the bottom of the fifth, needing to get the bats going a little bit to see some success here in this game. Don't go anywhere on the Cougar Sports Network. Back here for the bottom of the fifth, Cougars trailing 13-2 as that one low and away for ball one. Powers still dishing on the mound here as he grabs strike one there. Powers walked 5 batters so far in today's game, but picked up 6 strikeouts, evening those back out as Cahigas takes ball 2 inside. Cahigas connects with that one, sends it deep center field, tracking, and that's going to bounce off the wall. Cahigas rounding second. He's going to end up holding himself there for a stand-up double to get the inning started for the Cougars. Crumman out in center, unable to get under it. A nice skyrocketed ball there from Cahigas. Crater at the plate. As he connects, sends that over to short, and Crater's gonna just barely not make it in time. Cahigas is gonna stay at second. Crater with the out. Brings up the big man, Michael CUC. That ball is away for ball one. CUC been walked twice today, looking for his first hit as one of the Cougars' strongest hitters. Swings at that one, unable to connect. CUC hitting a .366 last season for the Cougars. As he swings and misses again. Facing a 1-2 count now with 1 out here. A base hit at least advances a runner, potentially scores Cahigas from second. As that one bounces in the ground. Sauer able to keep it in front of him and keep Cahigas where he's at. That one misses outside. Makes this a full count once again. That ball's going to get past Cahigas, thinks about going, but second guesses himself. Powers went for the pickoff, but nobody was there in time, so that ball was able to get through. Little bit of miscommunication between Pokley and McNeely on who's covering there. Kasich connects, sends that ball straight back, keeps himself alive with the full count. One out here. Powers with the delivery. Kasich connects, sends that ball high into the air, but is going to be collected by Corrigan in left field for out number 2. That wind picking up. McNeely's lost his hat over there a few times in the last couple innings. A big gust of wind comes by, knocks it off of his head. But Cougars looking to pick up their first run of the inning as Mahler connects and sends that into the gap in right center. Cahigas is going to round third and head home to safely pick up a run for the Cougars. Mahler with a great RBI there. Cougars picking up their first run of the inning. That one misses for ball 1. Klopke swing and a miss on that one. Evens the count at 1 apiece. Munoz is up to bat for the Cougars as he swings again, can't connect, and quickly finds himself with 2 strikes. Munoz able to get it over there. Ball gets caught, but able to secure the out anyway is Limke. Cougars collect 1 run, but unable to continue chipping away at this Heidelberg lead as we now head to the top of the 6th. Cougars trailing by 10. Still a lot of game left to play. Don't go anywhere on the Cougar Sports Network. Back here for the top of the 6th. Andrew Cook at the plate for Heidelberg. New pitcher in for the Cougars. Number 47, freshman David Gutierrez, making his first appearance in the maroon and gold as Cook connects with that, sends it out to right field for another home run. Dorsch tracking it out, but nothing you can do. A great hit is a great hit. And Cook collects another home run on the day. Makes this a 14-3 ball game. Only took 2 pitches for him to get underneath that. Going to bring up Corrigan here. That one misses low and away. That one's in there for strike 1. In there for strike 2, and quickly things have changed. Gutierrez working on the mound, trying to recover from giving up a home run here. Corrigan sends that one up the first base line, but Kasich able to collect it for the put out on himself for the first out. Sauer at the plate. Lets ball 1 go past him. Ball 2 drops in front of Mahler. Another ball, and quickly Sauer has a 3-0 count in favor for him. Sauer already has 2 hits on the day, one of which was a home run. So that one's in there for the first strike. Sauer swings at that one but does not connect. Picks up strike 2, and we've got a full count. So that ball is inside for ball 4. That brings up Kyle Crumman to the plate. That one low for ball 1. Gutierrez able to catch that one on the corner of the plate for strike 1. Finds it again for strike 2. That one drops for ball 2. Crummins still looking for his first hit of the day. Was walked and struck out earlier as he swings at that one, sends it foul. That one well outside for ball 3. Another full count here as Gutierrez still chasing his first career strikeout. Inside for ball 4. Heidelberg now with 2 runners on base. McNeely at the plate. Connects with the first pitch. Crater able to collect it over to Boswell, but can't turn the double play. Able to grab the out at second, but McNeely is going to be safe at first. 2 outs now. Limke connects and sends that one high. Munoz chasing it down and is able to grab it in the sun for out number 3. Cougars able to contain things after that home run. Heading into the bottom of the 6th, trailing 14-3. We'll be right back on the Cougar Sports Network. Back here on the Cougar Sports Network, a new pitcher on the mound for Heidelberg. Freshman Justin Wilkins from Taylorsville, Kentucky, making his first appearance, throwing a strike in his debut in the gray and orange. Anderson connects with that one. Gonna ground out to first. Correction. Called foul. Anderson with an 0-2 count. Swings at that one and is able to find the gap. A sliding play there by McNeely, but unable to get it. Anderson's going to find his way to first. We're going to see a pinch runner here for Anderson. It's going to be number 19, Eli Hickman. Hickman making his first appearance of the season. At the plate now for the Cougars. Boswell is going to play that into the double play, and Heidelberg able to get it. Very athletic there. Getting Hickman and Boswell out on the play for a quick 2 outs. Hitting for the Cougars, number 5, Jake Mahler, making his first appearance of the day. 2 quick strikes. Looking to bounce back here. Lets that one go on the outside for ball 1. Mahler connects with that one, bounces it up the middle with the athletic throw from McNeely. Mahler didn't stand a chance over at first for out number 3. Cougars still unable to combat this raging Heidelberg offense and heads to the top of the 7th, trailing 14-3. Cougars are going to see yet another pitching change, but we'll take care of all of that when we come back on the Cougar Sports Network. Back here on the Cougar Sports Network as Poakley's able to connect, get underneath that, but Dorsch in center field able to collect the ball for the first out of the inning. New pitcher on the mound for the Cougars, number 32, Anthony Polano, making his first appearance of the season. As Farley hits that one up and over for a foul ball. Diving play there from Crater and Munoz, but neither one able to collect that ball. A nice hard hit grounder from Farley for a base hit, gets him to first. New hitter here for Heidelberg, number 49, Theo Walsh, making his first appearance. That one is inside for ball one. Walsh, a freshman from Newark, Ohio, lets that one go for ball two. Swing and a miss there for strike one. That one fouled back for a 2-2 count. Swing and a miss there for Walsh as Polano collects his first strikeout of the season and picks up out number 2 for the Cougars. Cougars trailing here in the top of the 7th, 14-3. As Andrew Cook back at the plate. Done quite a bit of damage so far today. He's had 2 home runs, collected 4 RBIs, and still looking to put some hurt against this Cougar defense. Polano delivers that one low. Polano delivers that one for a strike. Cougars made some defensive shifts at the inning, moving Tyler Dorsch to center field, bringing in freshman Reed Benner out in right field. As Polano catches him swinging, strike 3, gets the Cougars out of this inning and back behind the bats. Trailing here, heading into the bottom of the 7th, 14-3. Needing to find some momentum here. Don't go anywhere as the Cougars look to battle back here on the Cougar Sports Network. Back here for the bottom of the 7th. Cougars still trailing here as Dorsch connects with that one. Sends a hard ball right at McNeely, unable to collect it. Dorsch finds his way to first. A handful of defensive changes here for Heidelberg. New pitcher on the mound in number 39, Ben Bliss, the senior from Wellington, Ohio. As Cahigas drops one out in left field. Moving Dorsch over to second. Getting 2 runners on base with no outs, and Tyler Crater at the plate now. As Bliss delivers this one right down the middle for strike 1. Behind the plate for Heidelberg, senior catcher Court Kramer. Another one of those defensive changes made as Crater sends that one up the third base line, and it gets through Limke's glove, and Dorsch is going to round third and head home, pick up the run off of it. Crater able to find his way to first, keep runners at first and second. Cougars slowly chipping away, trailing 14-4 now. Kasich at the plate for the Cougars. As he swings and sends this one foul. Kasich still searching for his first hit of the day, meaning he's still searching for his first hit of the season as well. As he sends that one over to second, looking to turn the double play. Cahigas sliding into third. Crater out at second. Kasich safe at first. Mahler sends this one deep into center at the wall. Crewman unable to get it. Cahigas is going to score. Kasich coming home. The throw is not going to be in time. And that's going to be a 2-run double for Brandon Mahler. Exactly what the Cougars needed right now. Cutting this ginormous Heidelberg lead from 14-3 heading into this inning to now 14-6. As Alejandro Muniz up at the plate now. Muniz connects with that one. Limke makes the throw over to first in time. Mahler stays put at second. 2 outs now. It's going to bring up Eli Hickman for the Cougars. Hickman's first appearance at the plate. Pinch ran for Anderson last inning. That ball gets away from Kramer a little bit, but able to keep it in front of him so Mahler does not go anywhere over at second. That one low for ball 4. Hickman makes his way to first. That's going to bring up Boswell. 2 outs here. Runners on first and second. Boswell swings and misses on that one. That one catches the corner of the plate, and Boswell is going to get struck out. Cougars able to tack on a few more runs this inning, but still trailing as we head to the top of the 8th. Cougars down 14-6. We'll be right back on the Cougar Sports Network. Back here for the top of the 8th, Cougars trailing 14-6. Anthony Polano still dishing on the mound for the Cougars as he throws strike 1. Aiden Corrigan at the plate for Heidelberg. 2 hits on the day. Picked up a huge triple earlier as he lets that one go for ball 1. That one just outside for ball 2. Corgan connects with that one, sends it deep into right field. Benner goes for it, can't grab it. Corgan slides into second and picks up yet another hit on the day. The bats indeed are hot for this Heidelberg squad. 14 hits on the day, handful of which were home runs, as Polano looks to keep the damage to a minimum here. Sending that one in for strike one. Last inning was the first inning of the game that Heidelberg did not score. Cougars hoping to keep that the same in this inning, as that one is in there for ball one. Cougar bullpen still active. Can potentially expect to see one, maybe two new arms for the Cougars for the remainder of this game. Polano with the delivery. That one is low for ball three. Ball four sends Kramer to first. Two runners on base. Kyle Crumman at the plate. No outs here. Crumman looks to bunt, lays it down, but it's going to roll foul along the third base line. Polano with the delivery in the dirt, but Mahler able to keep it in front of him. The 1-1 count here. Polano checks the runner at second. Crumman able to get underneath it. Dorsch collects it. Corgan's going to run and find his way to third safely. Runners now at first and third. One out here. Polano checks the runner at first. Kramer not going anywhere. McNeely at the plate for Heidelberg as Polano checks on Kramer once again. McNeely swings at that, fouls it back. Polano checks Kramer once again. Kramer, only one stolen base last season. As Polano delivers this one inside for strike two. Polano delivers, and that misses low. That one also low. Mahler able to keep it in front of him, containing Corrigan over at third. McNeely sends that one high into center field. Dorsch collects it, fires home. Corrigan stays put for out number two. Runners stay where they are at first and third, and that's going to bring up Limke here. Two outs now here in the top of the eighth. Polano once again checks Kramer over at first. Limke having himself quite the season opener here with 3 hits so far, 2 RBIs, which came off of 2 massive doubles. He swings and misses on that one. Polano collects himself, dishes low for a ball. Kramer's going to head. Mahler throws. Boswell able to stop it. Keeping an eye on Corrigan over at third. No runners advance. Great job from the Cougar defense keeping control of things there. Have a 1-1 count now. 2 outs. This time Kramer is going to go. Mahler keeps the ball in front of him. Not enough time to get a throw down. Runners now second and third. 2-1 count here. The delivery, Limke swings, can't get contact on it. 2-2 count. 2 outs here as Polano looks to deliver another runless inning here. And he does. He gets him swinging. Mahler drops the ball, able to get the throw over. And Polano's going to get the Cougars out. He is fired up about that. The second scoreless inning for Heidelberg at the hands of Anthony Polano. And the Cougars are heading into the bottom of the 8th. Momentum on their side. Still trailing 14-6. Don't go anywhere on the Cougar Sports Network. Back here for the bottom of the 8th, another handful of changes. Now pitching for Heidelberg, number 36, Vincent Mariempetri. And batting for the Cougars, number 72, Connor Jerkaitis, as he swings through that first pitch. That one low for ball 1. Mariempetri is a senior from Warren, Ohio, making his first appearance of the season. Jerkaitis swings, and that ball is going to take an awkward bounce over. And he's going to find his way to first. McNeely unable to make the play off that bounce. And we're going to get a pinch runner for Jerkaitis. Number 16, Xavier Zagerman, freshman from Chandler, Arizona, over on first for the Cougars. Dorsch back at the plate for the Cougars. And Dorsch is going to wear that one off his shoulder to quickly put 2 runners on base for the Cougars. No outs here in the bottom of the 8th. Julio Cajigas at the plate, having himself a fantastic day. Cajigas, 3 hits so far. picking up a huge double. Cahigas actually collected the first hit of the day for the Cougars after a couple innings of struggle behind the bats, and Cahigas broke things through as that one's low for a ball. Cahigas swings through that one. Two-one count. Runners on first and second for the Cougars. As that pitch outside, Zagerman thought about going on that miscatch from Kramer, but resists the urge. Brings the count to 3-1. Cahigas skies that one into right field. Coming in to make the catch is Walsh, able to collect it. Runners stay where they are. One out now. Tyler Crater at the plate for the Cougars. Crater, the sophomore from Phoenix, Arizona, one of the many Arizona kids on this Cougar squad, as he takes that one upstairs for ball one. Crater, one hit on the day so far, a massive double, picking up 2 RBIs on it as he swings at that one a little bit inside for strike 2. Cougars slowly inching their way to close this gap as Crater connects with that one, sends it out to left. Walsh coming in, loses it in the sunlight, can't get it, makes the sliding attempt, and runners are going to advance. And the Cougars have bases loaded in the bottom of the 8th with just the guy at the plate that you want there, Michael Kasich. Kasich has a history of hitting well when you want him to. That one's fouled off. Last year, Kasich totaled 11 home runs on the season. Picked up 2 grand slams in the same day, something that he's very familiar with. That one's in there for ball 1. With just 1 out, though, a base hit scores at least 1 runner, potentially 2, as that one is in there for a ball. Kramer doing a great job keeping that ball in front of him, not giving space for Zagerman to sneak in. That one high for ball 3. 3-1 count now. 1 out. Bases loaded here for Kasich. He connects with that, sends it right up the middle, finds the gap. Zagerman's coming home. Dorsch is coming home. Crater rounds and makes his way to third. Kasich makes his way to second. A 2-run double for Kasich. Cougars slowly closing this gap. 14-8 in the bottom of the 8th. Exactly what you needed out of Michael Kasich there. Just a base hit to do some work. Let the rest of the work add up. Brandon Mahler at the plate now collects strike 1. Mahler fouls that one back and quickly finds himself with an 0-2 count. Mahler keeps himself alive, fouls that one along third base. That one misses for ball 1. A 1-2 count here. 1 out, runners on, second and third for Brandon Mahler. As he connects with that, sends it right back up the middle. Runners are going to stay where they're at. Mahler out at first. A hard hit right back at Merempetry, and we're going to get a short break here for Heidelberg. While they're discussing some things, we're going to take a quick break. Looks like they're evaluating him to make sure he's feeling okay after that. Looks like we're just going to keep rolling. So at the plate for the Cougars, Alejandro Munez. Two outs now, runners on second and third here. That one inside for ball 1. Two 0 count here. 2 outs. That one catches the outside corner for strike 1. Munez swings at that, fouls it off. 2-2 count now. Cougars slowly working themselves back into this game. Six-run deficit here. Munez connects with that, sends it out to right. And Pokley coming over and making that catch to end the inning. Cougars tack on 2 more runs as we head into the top of the 9th. Going to have a new arm out there for the Cougars, so don't go anywhere. We'll be right back here on the Cougar Sports Network. Back here on the Cougar Sports Network as we get ready for some ninth inning baseball. Cougars kicking off their season today, but continue on with a full weekend of baseball as they'll take on North Park tomorrow at 5 p.m., as well as taking on Lawrence University on Sunday, first pitch at 11 a.m. Cougar Baseball not the only CUC team in action this weekend. Men and women's track and field kicking off the NAC Indoor Championships up in Stevens Point, Wisconsin. Already had a handful of events take place today with more action happening for them tomorrow. Cougars have a lot of home events tomorrow as well. Men's lacrosse taking on Anderson University at noon, with men's volleyball playing Lakeland at home at 3. If you're in the River Forest area, be sure to stop out and support CUC Sports as new pitcher Elliot Higgins, kicks things off for the top of the ninth. Higgins, a sophomore from Park Ridge, Illinois, delivers that one just a bit high. As that ball gets hit out into center, Dorsch able to collect it for the first out of the inning. Going to bring up Camden Farley. So that one's in there for strike one. Higgins throws strike two, gets a count that he likes. Farley having himself a fantastic day, 1 home run on the day, 3 RBIs off of 2 total hits. A huge factor in this big lead for Heidelberg as that one fouls off. Cougars still have some movement down in the bullpen. Anything can happen in the game of baseball, so this drop third going to be called. Mahler able to get the throw over to Kasich and collect the second out of the inning. A quick 2 outs here for the Cougars. Looking to secure another quick out, put the game back in the Cougars' hands. Higgins throws ball 1 there. Walsh at the plate for Heidelberg. Struck out in his last at-bat. Higgins throws that one low and inside for ball 2. A quick 3-0 count here in favor of Walsh as Higgins has to battle his way out of this one. Walsh connects, sends that one up and foul. Higgins slowly working his way back into this count. As that one's in there for ball 4. Heidelberg now with 1 on base. Bringing up Andrew Cook to the plate. Cougars intentionally walking Cook. Not a bad call after the monster day he's having. Already 2 home runs. Collected 4 RBIs on top of 2 hits. So runners on first and second. Two outs here. Higgins looking to get the Cougars out of this one. As Corrigan connects, but Cahigas able to collect the ball and get the 3rd out for the 3rd consecutive inning, keeping Heidelberg off of the scoreboard. Cougars have the game in their hands. 14-8 heading into the bottom of the 9th. Anything's possible when you're playing baseball, ladies and gentlemen. Don't go anywhere as we look for the final inning at play here on the Cougar Sports Network. Back here for the bottom of the 9th. Cougars trailing 14-8. Eli Hickman at the plate, looking to make a run here as he takes ball 1 inside. That one looking a little high there for ball 2. Heidelberg has a new pitcher on the mound. The senior from Crown Point, Indiana, Dylan Matusak. As Hickman sends this one high into left center. And it's going to drop. It's going to hit off the wall. Hickman rounds first, safely makes it to second. A stand-up double for Elijah Hickman is exactly what you needed to start this inning. Hickman putting himself in scoring position early. No outs here in the bottom of the ninth. Yashawn Boswell at the plate now. That one high, almost grazes the top of his helmet as he takes ball one. That one catches the outside corner for strike one. Boswell thought about that, didn't swing. Kramer able to keep it in front of him to stop Hickman from advancing. A 2-1 count now. Boswell connects, sends that one foul. Evens the count at 2 apiece. As the sun is slowly starting to make its way further and further down. See some shadows coming across the field, making this lighting a little bit difficult to see in based on where you're at in the field. That one in the dirt for ball 3. A full count now. Matusak with the delivery. Strike 3. Matusak gets his first strikeout of the day. 1 out now. Runner on second. A new batter for the Cougars. Number 14, Dom Owens. Owens making his first appearance of the day. As he connects and sends that one right up the middle. Hickman rounding third, and he's going to safely make it home. Owens with a single. Speedy base running there from Hickman. Owens is going to get a pinch runner. Looks like Sergio Vasquez Jr. will make his way to first. Still 1 out here in the bottom of the ninth. Cougars slowly closing this gap, 14-9. As Dorsch takes that for strike 1. Dorsch fouls that one back quickly with an 0-2 count. Matusak with the delivery just outside for ball 1. And that one is in there for strike 3. Dorsch strikes out, and now we are at 2 outs. Runner on first. Cougars still down by 5. Julio Cajigas at the plate for the Cougars. He's been having himself a fantastic day so far. 3 hits. As that ball is in the dirt, Vasquez Jr. going to make his way to second. Cajigas takes that one upstairs for ball 2. 2 outs, bottom of the 9th. Matusak looking to close things out for Heidelberg here. Cajigas on the flip side looking to keep things going for the Cougars. So far this inning, the Cougars have had 2 hits and picked up 1 run off of it. As that one's in there for strike 1. That one's high for ball 3. A 3-1 count here for Cajigas. As he looks to keep the Cougars alive in the bottom of the 9th here. Swing and a miss for strike 2. Julio Cajigas with a full count now. 2 outs, full count. Bottom of the 9th. Julio Cajigas can keep things going for the Cougars here with a walk or a base hit. As that one is in there for strike 3, and Matusak does it. He gets it and closes this game out for Heidelberg. Final score of 14-9. Heidelberg owned this game from the start. 14 runs off 14 hits. 3 total errors, while the Cougars saw 9 runs off 12 total hits and 2 errors. A late surge for the Cougars isn't enough to combat the early spark for Heidelberg, so Cougars will close today with the loss. Fall 0-1 to start the season. Heidelberg going 1-0 to start the season. But plenty more baseball coming up this weekend. As I said, both teams here will play again tomorrow. A busy weekend of baseball down here near St. Louis. It's been a beautiful weekend for opening baseball play. Couldn't ask for much better weather. Like I said before, the Cougars will be back in action tomorrow, taking on North Park University at 5 p.m. before taking on Lawrence on Sunday at 11 a.m. So one more time for the afternoon. Cougars fall in the season opener 14-9. It's been a pleasure having everybody here on the Cougar Sports Network for our season opener. My name's Kayla McLeod. I thank you so much for tuning in today. We'll see you guys tomorrow for some more Cougar baseball.